Well, welcome back to my JunkPunk episode 2 Let's Play. On the last episode, we ran through using the laser and collecting some resources, laying down these foundations, getting the seeds from Monolith 1, checking out Monolith 1, and then finding a place where we can start off. We're going to go ahead and continue that, and let me show you what I've done so far. What I've done is I've went in and I've collected a lot of resources. So you can see my actual inventory plus the inventory of the large container. Okay. And that was in part a lot of me doing stuff by hand, but also the laser. So here's the laser, and we cleared out all this spot. But not only did we clear out this spot, I cleared out everything up to the Monolith 1. So now we've got a nice little canvas to start laying some foundations so we can start with some manufacturing or automation. We're going to start by finishing off these foundations and getting those going. And then we're going to move, I think, our large container here and our small container, and getting that staged here, so we can start getting some of the supplies we need to get Monolith 1 finished and updated. I was thinking like expanding this out a little bit here this way to do the plants and stuff. Yeah, I think that's the route I'm gonna do. So let's go ahead and lay down some foundations and get rid of some of the scrap metal that I have in my hands. Yeah, we'll do this up and, you know, continue on. So, here we go. One thing that I didn't mention on the last episode that's probably helpful for a lot of people just starting out. When you're doing the laser and you go back to one of your, say like your chest, like I have that big container that has all those materials in it. Remember, if we destroy something, we lose everything, and it's not hard to do the laser and then go up and then misclick something and then it destroys something. And what I did find out is when we well, let's just show you. So let's clear out everything and show you. So sometimes when you go up here to click something, you may accidentally hit the laser, all right, and it may do some damage to your stuff. And then if you destroy, say, your large container, you'll lose everything inside. But what I did find out is you'll notice at the top where my directional compass is, that my big foundation here is taking some damage, right? So if I go into, say, my inventory, and we'll keep an eye on this here, but you go down here to this repair tool or just hit the V key, okay? It switches to the wrench on your screen, but when you make the repair, it doesn't seem like you lose any of your materials that's inside your inventory. I'll show you. See? Nothing moved. So, I'm not really complaining about it, but it's kind of weird that we could just repair things without adding more material to it. It was just a random thing I came across. My inventory was full and I was like, oh, I need to repair my container because I did hit it a few times with the laser, putting stuff in it and taking stuff out. Yeah, I wouldn't mind using some of the resources that we've collected to do the repairs. I know there's several other games out there that does the exact same thing, and I'm not complaining. You know, I think, you know, honestly, this game is solid, and you know, doing things different is not a bad thing by any means. So, you know, just standing out is pretty awesome. So I think we'll do this row here, and then let's see what we need for a container. Put down a couple of containers and do some sorting, and then because I really need to get this out so I can. So if I go this way, it hides away in the sand. I could just put all the plants there and then just do everything over here. It's not the end of the world, because that one snaps just fine. That one kind of gets hidden, or clips into the terrain. I'm not a big fan of clipping into terrain, but you know, it could look cool with some walls and then just putting it all. So let's go ahead and look at doing our large container, and I'm obviously missing some stuff. I need some rubber scrap, so let's go. Dang it, I hit that every time. Go in here and get some rubber scrap now. There we go. Yeah, it took me a little bit to go through, and I just did it by hand. That way I collected some of the small gears and those types of things that were really needed. So, you know, not a big deal. It's fine by me. It'll cut down on us having to produce a lot of things. So, so we want to put the arrows there, and I have not found a way to like get this to snap to anything. So it's got a wide range of like putting a wide range of where you can put things. So I'm gonna line things up on this center line here for this chest, or this container. Then I'm out of rubber, I bet. And grab some more rubber, see if I got more rubber in here. Trying to clear off. Clear. There we go. More rubber. There we go. Take that. And I want to put another one down here. And then I will move some stuff over from that container. We may be able to get 3 down here. Let's just see. Let's just see. Because if I could just put 3 down here, I use 2 for certain materials, and then, you know, I can. We'll just do 3, and then put it there. Trying to line these up. There's no lines for guides or anything, so let's do base and a foundation and see if that is fine. I don't really want it in the road, but we need to walk around it, so all right. So this first one, I think I am going to drop all of this stuff in here. So your motors, your gears, and all of that. This far one, we'll put all of our other like rubber scraps, steel scraps. And the middle one, we'll put all of our scrap metal, because we collect a lot of that. And it's a base material for gathering some other resources. So we'll put that in there. Let's clear this out so we can pick up that container so we can fill in the floor. And we'll destroy that small container. Click off our laser so we don't destroy our container. No, it's not like I haven't done that or anything. You know what I mean? It happens to the best of us, I guess. So, and I think what I'll do is I'll drop the plants in there too for now, the seeds, because we want to get that going. And speaking of seeds, we probably, after we do this, should go collect some more seeds from the Monolith. So let's see. Let's shift click some of this stuff in there. I want to get most of this stuff. The thing that I do want to collect more of is the pails, if we can find them. The buckets, and because those are going to be handy for when we do the growing the plants. So there we go. And put that in there, and there. So instead of me talking, why don't you guys go ahead and sit back and watch me move these around. So. Okay, now that we got all that done, let's go ahead and fill in the gaps here and see if we can expand over this way a little bit and set it up for plants. We'll just see if we got enough stuff to do it, but click, there we go. Come on. There you go. Wow. Autosave. Okay. And I think do kind of like to leave it there. Yeah, let's leave it there. All right, let's run over to Monolith 1 and pick up some seeds. And bring those back, and then we'll start with our planters and see how far we get with that. And maybe we need to sit down some manufacturing and stuff like that, but we'll see. So while I was clearing out this area, I did find some hats. I have 2 of them here, 2 top hats. So let's see if I can scroll on in here, and let's go ahead and put on a top hat. What do you think? Styling, right? All right. Let's go ahead and go over and do the seeds and check out the planters and see what we need to do. So, let's go ahead and drop them in for now. And we'll go ahead and leave our top hat behind. And let's see. Pull this up and farming, and so we need 10 steel scrap. All right, so let's go ahead and pull out our 10 steel scrap. And which one is that one? We'll pull the 50 out. All right, so it says the composter does let's see, you want to put it there? Can't see. Let's put it there. So the composter, when we put in polluted soil, contaminated soil, what comes out is clean soil. So for that, we need to do the dirt extractor. So we need 2 large gears and 4 small gears. So let's just grab a stack of each, if we have them. I think we do. There's 20 small, 40 large. And let's put the dirt extractor next to the composter. And we'll just put it up here. And so let's do buckets. Let's pull the buckets out. We only have 4. We really need more than that because it's going to need buckets turned in for the biological key. Okay, so start extracting. Filling. And then we're going to pick it up and we're going to place another one. And then that one's going to clean. That one's still cleaning. Pick that one up, put that one in. Start there. Still cleaning. Okay, and picking up. So we don't have any more. So let's pick up that, put that one in. And let's pick that up. All right, now we have 4 buckets of clean soil, and let's see what we got. So we have enough to do the planters, and we got, what is it, 5 seeds, 5 sets of seeds, right? Yeah, 5 different types of 6. So we need 5 planters. But before we do that, what I'd like to do is set up the scrap humidifier. So we're going to fill buckets of water up into the humidifier. So this is where we're going to kind of run it into an issue, because these buckets, they're going to go into the planters and then they're going to stay. So we need something to haul the water back and forth. But we need to set this up. So maybe we just go ahead and do the planters. So let's go ahead and rotate that. Power's in the back. So I want to see how far. So this ring, let's scroll back out. So this ring kind of sets up, where to water without us having to do anything, watering each one individually. So if we do that, right, we could put one along the side, 2. So we could do what if we did, can't really see here, do something like this, and let's rotate this around and go over here and there, and that looks good. We should move our construction and our recharging over. Let's go ahead and do that. So what's great is we don't lose any resources when we break these down. So we kind of move things around. So that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and, oops, wrong one. Put in another planter. Let's rotate that. And let's try to slide that. right there. Okay. This way all of our power is on the bottom, on the outside. So we don't have any of that on the inside. So what we want to do now is I need a basic pump. So let's grab the basic pump. We just need one. Take that one and it's gonna grab all of them. I wish it was a little lighter so I could see, but that's okay. Sure, let's go with this. Okay. And then we want to set up our watering. So we need the water pump, and it's got to go in the water. So I don't know if I can. Let's just see if I can like push it out the side, but I doubt. Ooh, can, but it's not gonna be. I wonder if I could just do it out this way. If we just did it this way, then all of our water and stuff, and there it is right here. Clean, right? Okay. And I don't know. Was that power there? I don't think that runs off power, which is weird. So, and let's rotate this. You go right here. And then I think what we can do is a pipe from up there into there. Okay. So let's just see on connections and then scrap pipe. Oh, we need a large pipe. It means we need to make a large pipe, which means we need to set back down our base stuff. So let's do our crafting bench. And you know what we could do? Let's just set it right here. Right? And then we can do our charging station. I'm missing something. What am I missing? Copper scrap. So let's pull the copper scrap. Hold on. Copper scrap. Got it. Now can I set let's do that there. And then let's do a power and then a power pole. Oops, missing basic capacitor. Let's grab those. Basic capacitor. Bring those over. And then, darn it, wrong button. The power pole in. Right here, because now I want to get the connection and hit the power from there to there. And I want to see if I can I grab it and put it in. I don't know. Let's just put it in there. Let's see if we can do a little better job there. And power cable there, there we go. All right. Now, as far as power goes in this game, the one that I've had the best luck with is the wind generator. So it seems to be the one that I've had the best luck with. But you know, that's just me playing this game, and seems to be my favorite that I go to. So so let's see if we can get some power here to this here. Okay. So it looks like our grid usage is 4, our grid generation is 5. So it looks like this planer is on now, and it also looks like our charging station is good to go. So we just have, I want to lay down a few more of the wind generators, get this all connected, this planing section, and then I'll bring you guys back. So let me show you what I've done. I've added 3 of the wind turbines, and I've connected 2 of those up to the grid for a total production now of 10. I've ran out of steel and almost out of copper. I believe I've got enough copper, I think, to lay out for our manufacturing. So let's go over there and let's start that, and then this may help us with a few things. So let's go ahead and start laying out our machines. So we need basic motors for the input shredders. So we have 2 different kinds of shredders. We have you know, just regular shredder, and we have input shredder where we can hook up you know, a container to, and then just pump it in. So I'm going to choose to go with the input shredder, and then we need the motors. So let's go down here, grab the motors, and I'm going to try to line it up with this container right here. Okay. So as soon as I hit the right button, so again, it's got an input and an output, and then it's got a power. So we're going to rotate this around to where we think it's going to line up, which we kind of know is down the center. So it's kind of hard to see where the input is, but you see the little arrow, and then it's got a little tube. We're going to kind of try to line that up on the center line as best as possible. That looks good to me. So so here is where we select our recipes and figure out which kind of scrap we want to shred. You know, rubber, electronic. It tells you where each one comes. You know, so for this scrap shredded, it's scrap metal. For this rubber, it's rubber. For this electronics, it's electronics. Plastic, it's plastic, and rare, it's rare. Kind of makes sense. Okay. So after we get through that, we want to send it through a separator. So let's rotate that around, and since we're trying to stay along that center line, it's going to come out and it's going to go along this center line here. So let's see if we can get this lined up, and it's tall, so let's give it a little bit of room. And all I'm doing is using the markers that's on the plates. I don't know if you guys can see those, but there's like little lines and stuff, so I'm using those to kind of center. Okay, so it's going to go from there into here, And then this is where we like separate and can come up with different kinds of scrap. So steel scrap is going to come from scrap shredded, which is just the regular metal. We can get copper from scrap shredded, gold from scrap shredded, and then gold from the electronics. We could also get aluminum from electronics, or we could get it from rare metals. Contaminated silica comes from rare metals, and then platinum comes from rare metals. Contaminated silica can also come from electronics. So that's kind of how that goes. The other thing I want you guys to keep in mind also is we got to watch when we lay these down. Sometimes they won't allow us to set foundations. So if we go past, I don't know if I got enough room, if it's gonna snap. Awesome. All right. So sometimes when you set something down and you don't have your foundations all the way out, it won't allow you to put a foundation under it. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're like laying out a factory line. This one here, we're just gonna do one line. We could do multiple lines, but again, this is just getting us used to building for this Monolith 1. So I don't see a point in doing several. Alright, so this is where we need the steel scrap. So I need to go farming some stuff, so I think it's a good time to do some time lapse. So we can get some steel and some copper. I'm gonna go drop some materials off in the bin so I have empty material. And then yeah, let's go grab some material then. All right, time lapse time. Alright, so I just got done harvesting some and got a little bit of steel and some copper, so let's go ahead and make some wire, and then finish seeing if we can hook the rest of this up. I like putting my stuff charger here, and some of you may be wondering why I do that, because then I can sit on here and I can charge while I'm in the craft box, so I'm not wasting a lot of time, you know what I mean, in the box trying to craft things and not being a little productive about it. So Let's get rid of the aluminum, put in the copper, put in the steel, and need rubber. There we go. Okay. Go back over, sit on the charge, open the craft bench, craft some more wire. 9. Let's see if that kind of gets us moving around. You know, before we do that, let's go ahead and finish. Keep doing that. Let's go ahead and finish this here. Putting down our thing. So what was the last one we put down? This is our separator. Okay. So we go from separator to smelter. 5 steel. Alright, and that's the input. And right now it's really hard to see. Let's see. Having trouble seeing. Let's put it there. Okay. And then this here is where we take our scrap and we turn it into ingots. So we need gold, aluminum, and I think silicon for the monolith there. All right. And then after that is the fabricator. So we have enough to do the fabricator. It's kind of big, and I think we need to lay down some more foundations. So let's go ahead and do that. Foundations. And then to wrap it all off, we want to put it in a box because sometimes we'll just, before we do the fabricator, maybe we need to do a storage container there. Because I'm thinking what'll happen is this will do the ingots, right? And then when you go into the fabricator, it will take the ingots. So we're not going to be using the fabricator for a lot of things. So I'll just put it down for instance and show you. So I mean, this will store up quite a bit, but the things that we'll be building is the gears, the resistors, the capacitors, I think the processor. So if we put a storage box in between the two, we can collect all the ingots that we need to collect, because these will use like steel ingot, plastic. Although it's got a big storage capacity here, maybe let's just do it. Let's go ahead and if we need to, we can manually move stuff from the input to the output. So yeah, let's take that apart. Let's go ahead and put it down and then rotate it. Okay. And our center line that we want right there. And looks good to me. Okay. So now it's belt work. So let's do our connections. This is going to take scrap and metal, and it's a good thing we have a lot of it, right? Let's go ahead and connect that. Let's go ahead and we have to go from the direction. So this is out to in. And then out to in. And for right now, we're not going to hook that up. So My line's not too bad. I think it just kind of gets wider and wider as it goes along, right? So I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. I think I'm off a little bit over on that side, but yeah. Yeah, I got shifted a little bit that way. That's okay. Alright. And then let's just finish this off with a base and then foundation. So we can put a storage container there. Come on. Snap, snap, snap. There we go. And is that going to interfere with the road? I don't think so. And there, and there, and there. That one probably is. So let's see if that's enough. Let's do player, container large. So I really don't want to mess with it. And rotate. And along that center line, which is going to probably butt up against this. So we'll just put it right there. And let's go ahead and do our connection. Scrap belt. Let's turn. Okay. And scrap belt there to there. Alright. So then we just need to focus on power. So that uses 2, and that power's on that side, and that's 2. I think all of these are 2, 2, 4, 6. So if I do 2 wind turbines over on this side, I think that would be all right. And it's weird that this is the only one that has the power on this side and not on the other side. So yeah, let's look at a couple of power. You know what would be cool is if we did this. And I'm missing something, and it's small gears. So let's grab those. Small gears. Okay. And let's drop down another one of these. Get about as close. Well, let's spread it out a bit so it looks right. Okay. So we need some basic capacitors. I like, for this first build, this very simple build, basic capacitors. That's all I got. May have to hit up some electronics. For this build, what I typically like to do is go ahead and put a power pole in front of each one of these. So, for instance, we dropped one here. I think that was the last. I need more basic capacitors. Electronics. Well, shoot. Wondering if I should just save this one, take it over there, and then finish off the plants to get the plants growing. But I need the pails. Let's see if I can get the rest of this side hooked up, and then what I'll do is I'll run out, grab some more stuff, and then come back, and then we'll get this stuff running so you guys can see it. There. And power that. And let's power that. And I really want to get this power. That one's already taken. It's gonna look tacky. Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and drop the pails in there, and then if I got some steel, we could do the pipes for the water. So let's do this, and this, and let's get rid of this and this, and put that in there. Okay. Oh, autosave. See, the problem is now our soil stays in here and we lose our bucket and our soil. So, I mean, it just stays in there. And what's cool is once we drop the soil in there, like, boom, look at there. Okay, so, and shift. And then the last one. We need one more pail for right now. I don't know if I can craft it. Let's see if we can craft that. Oh, what's a pail take? Steel scrap. Alright, let's craft a couple of those. And one more. That'll work. Okay. So I just need one more pail. Start extracting. Wait for it to fill. Pick it up. Put it in. Clean it. And clean. Pick it up. And let's put it in here. Okay. And let's see if we can do a pipe. Not enough resources. I'm missing copper scrap. And I don't have any more there. Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll go out and see if I can get some more electric and do more electronic scrap and some regular scrap, junk scrap. See what I can get for the next episode. So we'll get this run up and running on the next episode. We'll get all of our plants in, we'll get the water going, we'll get the power for our automation side, and maybe we'll throw down another wind turbine. Maybe we'll play with the solar panels too. So I think those will go good with the batteries, but you know, but yeah, we'll play with that and see. But for the next episode, I'll gather some supplies, empty out my inventory, and yeah, we'll see what we can do on the next one. So thank you guys for coming to my episode 2 let's play for JunkPunk. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode, where we should get a lot more done. So thanks again, and please leave your comments and stuff below. I'll look at them when I can. But yeah, thanks, see ya, and be creative.